It's been a while.
We're rolling?
You're going, man.
Oh, shit.
It's the fucking ENDER podcast. We're back, baby.
We've been away.
It's been like 6 months since I had you on.
I was the last one on.
I think it was Casey. No, it was you?
It was me, I think.
No, a lot's happened.
I mean, yeah.
A lot of shit has happened inside the band, outside the band. Outside the band, we won't get into.
No, that's too heavy.
That's too heavy
It's
for
too
both
heavy
of
for
us.
the show.
Both of us. It's bad. But inside ENDER, we've just been, we had the show in August at the Williams Center. It was pretty good. It was cool.
Yep.
Cool venue. Cool bands. All leading up to Starland.
Yes.
Right?
That was the cap.
Starland, how was Starland for you?
Starland was Starland. Regardless of playing first at 4:30, it was still a hell of a show. It was still a hell of an experience, as it always is. The show in general, the show as a whole, was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it was dope.
Just the energy as the night went on. Well, hello. The energy as the night went on, just it gravitated just upward.
Yeah.
And it was impressive just to be able to sit back and watch it. You know, and obviously it dies today. It closed out the show, and they blew everybody away. Blew me away.
So good.
But all these bands, they were, super
iconic bands, dude.
Iconic bands, super tight bands, obviously. Like, you wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
But just like the hardcore in these elements in these bands, like I said, the energy was just
man,
totally different. It's awesome to see, awesome to actually sit back and watch it happen.
I watched every single band that night. I didn't want to miss anybody.
Me too.
Because there was no band to miss. I might have missed a little bit of Too Pure to Die because they were after us.
Right.
But I got to watch the last couple songs, and I was still like, damn, these guys.
I mean, everybody ripped it.
This Is Hell was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard them or heard of them until we, this show happened, and it was it's like, damn, I've been missing out.
And then Walls of Jericho came on.
I mean, you can't put anything on Walls of Jericho.
I mean, I was never a big Walls fan, but I can appreciate them.
I mean, if a song came on, like, obviously I would listen to it, but I would never be like, I'm gonna listen to Walls of Jericho today.
Yeah.
But like, after that show, like, I went purposely to listen to Walls of Jericho. I was like, oh, damn, I've been missing out a lot.
Dude, their vocalist had insane energy.
The stage presence is
my god,
is uncanny.
Yeah.
Like, it's you give it to the crowd. The crowd gives it back. That's.
And I was watching them side stage, and I could see you and Casey at the merch table watching. And I'm watching them, and I'm looking at you guys, and I'm like, why do they look like these guys?
Oh, my God.
And I texted you guys in the group chat, and I was like, yo, these are your dads on stage playing guitar, respective instruments.
I look older than the guy on stage playing guitar. Those could be my son.
But I could literally see you and Casey show you the text.
He did.
And I saw your guys' reactions. It was really funny.
That was great.
But they put on a hell of a show. I was so excited to see 18 Visions.
Yeah, I mean,
played, especially that record.
18 Visions was, I'll say, like, just that album alone, Obsession, was probably my favorite album of all of the 18 Visions albums. I wish the sound was better for it.
Really?
I mean, from where I was sitting, like, I wish, like, I couldn't hear the guitar, and like when they played Tower of Snakes, I was like, this is gonna rock, and I was kind of like a little bummed because, like, the guitars weren't loud enough. I was like, damn, because they couldn't hear that squeaky.
Right. And you were in the back of the venue, right, watching them, and I was side stage, so maybe I could hear. What they were hearing, maybe a little different than you guys.
But I know when It Dies Today went on, the sound guy freaking pumped it up.
Well, they had their own sound guy,
and that was I was just like, God damn.
There was about 900 people in attendance. Not for us.
No, I would love to know what that feels like, but
it was fucking packed though for those bands, dude.
It was great at the end. Great show.
Yeah, I mean, how did you feel when I texted you guys that I was like, hey, we got hit up to play the Starland Ballroom show with It Dies Today and 18 Visions and all them.
I mean, obviously, it's always a surprise that we still even get show offers. But to get a show offer such as Starland is kind of 1 in a million, and at our stature.
Yeah. I agree.
And to hear that, It Dies Today kind of had a role in it, somewhat, right?
Yeah, they them and Truskill handpicked the bands for the show because it was their 20th anniversary for Cative Choir. So
if it wasn't cool originally that we got asked to play the show, it just added a little bit more, frosting to that cake.
Yeah.
That It Dies Today, and Truskill kind of wanted it on there as well, and it's that's really what you hope for at the level that we're at.
Yeah.
Like we're not really doing much.
Like, dude, we were kids listening to Truskill Records bands.
I mean, Poison the Well
was the first one that our buddy Will, shout out Will Jaworski, showed us in high school.
I mean, I never got into the whole like record label band lists, but like, you always used to get like those. You used to watch the DVDs or from all the bands. They used to have like the 3-band.
Yeah, the samplers.
And like, it was Bury Your Dead, or I don't even know if Bury Your Dead was on Truskill.
Victory.
Yeah. So it was like, I always remember Bury Your Dead. The Color of Money. That was like,
oh yeah,
that was like the song. But Poison the Well, obviously, It Dies Today.
Well, when we had Poison the Well record, we walked over to Music Connection on Market Street in Elmwood Park, which doesn't exist anymore, right? It's gone.
No, it's gone. He moved. They still exist, but he moved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we just kind of looked for that Truskill logo on the back of the CDs.
Yeah, at that point.
And we just bought whatever. Yeah. One of those was 18 Visions for me, Vanity.
Yeah.
Bought that, and I fell in love with that band because the singer's energy was so angsty on those songs, and I could just feel pissed off along with him.
Who was that singer?
Same singer was at Starland.
Was singer?
Same vocalist. Yeah.
Well, what was the difference? What's the mesh between Bleeding Through and
the guitar player played in Throwdown.
Ooh, love Throwdown.
Still in Throwdown, but they're called something different now for that era of Throwdown. I think one of the records, I forget the name. And Brandon, the vocalist of Bleeding Through, played guitar for rotating in between both of the bands. So
the guitar, all right.
The bands would go on tour together and kind of swap members left and right.
I like that idea.
So they shared one van, and we saw on the DVD when we saw that it was like cramped.
Yeah.
And they were just doing it. But dude, can you imagine if Bleeding Through was on that Starland show, or Poison the Well? You could pick so many bands from that record label, and you would just be satisfied no matter what.
Oh, no, absolutely. But, like, I mean...
And Walls of Jericho doesn't play North America as much anymore.
I don't know.
They're doing a lot of...
Missing out, from what I saw.
Well, they do a lot of overseas stuff.
Good for them.
So, a lot of people there were there for Walls of Jericho.
Yeah, man. I mean, she alone. I don't want to call her she, but like her. Like I don't know her name. Her energy is.
Oh my God,
top notch. Like
yeah.
Like I'm not a mosher, but it made me want to get up there and do something.
She pissed me off, like in a good way.
Yeah.
And I looked her up. Like I looked at her Instagram, and she does like workouts. She was working out upstairs.
I did check her out. Yeah, she does CrossFit and stuff like that.
I was like, damn.
Kettlebell work, and I was probably like, oh, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why she's like in fit, and the rest of rest of us are like, dying after one song.
A little bit of a struggle as we sip beer.
Yeah, we had a little issue before we hit the stage at Starland. I put my in-ears in, and this has happened at rehearsals where my in-ears would get stuck, taking them out. I think I have to replace the buds.
That's why we have practice.
Exactly.
That's exactly why we have practice.
But I thought I had the kinks worked out, but I didn't, apparently. So it was like, 5 minutes before curtains.
5 minutes, exactly.
and we're sitting there. You're looking at my ears, and people are probably like, "What the fuck are these guys doing?"
I had to fish this damn thing out of your ear. I don't know. What did Frankie give me? A screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
A mini screwdriver. Yeah.
Fuck. It didn't rain that day. But
It did not rain. It was a beautiful day,
Yeah.
which is ironically weird, but
Yeah, because every time we have to do something, I'm surprised it's not raining right now, to be honest with you.
it's fucking windy though.
But it rains every time Ender has some kind of
Some sort of
event going on.
rain is not far behind.
Yeah, it just rained for 2 days, so there's that. But I think we needed this rain. The fires were kind of getting out of control.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Did
pretty
you
wild.
smell? Did you smell any of the wildfire?
I didn't have to smell it. I walked outside and it was just fog everywhere.
Really?
Like, it was just the smoke was just.
Wow.
I mean, it's closer to me than
Right.
it is to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just. It's like you were in a cloud.
It's scary.
It is.
You think about it, man.
It is. The dad and me kicked in and was like, "Oh, we need rain.
Yeah.
We needed this rain."
And then we just got 2 days of it.
Yeah, and it was depressing as hell.
I know. I
I
stayed
was like,
home for 2 days.
can it not rain anymore? So
I stayed home for 2 days, and it was like, all right, whatever.
I've had enough.
But another reason why the Starland show was a monumental event, a night, because your daughters were there for the first time to see us.
Yes, it was.
My nieces, your daughters.
It absolutely changed the feeling for me.
Yeah.
Being up there, and knowing they were there side stage watching, because you know, if you know the story of my kids and Starland in general, you know, it kind of goes full circle, and in sort of a way, like Starland was the first show that Ender played, you know, like months after my oldest was born, and Starland was the last show that I played, the same night that we found out that Sadie was going to be born. I was like, so it just made everything kind of set. Like it just needed to be there.
Kind of like full circle.
Yeah, I mean,
coming
they could have come to any show, obviously, but it needed to be that show.
Right.
For it to all make sense in my brain, you know?
And how was their reactions?
Oh, they loved it. You know, they always knew their daddy played good, you know, in a band, and then they saw videos and whatnot. But like to be there to see it, like that changes everything.
Yeah, it kind of solidifies why we're doing weird shit in the basement sometimes. Like, this is why we're doing weird shit in the basement, babes.
I mean, if they ever had any questions of that sort, then the questions were answered.
Oh, I think they like when we do weird shit in the basement.
I mean, they don't know.
They hang out
They
with
like
us.
to come down. They like to hang out with us.
Yeah.
But
They're good kids, man. I love them. They're weirdos like us, but that's great.
Yeah. They got their own side of weird going on, but I encourage it.
Yeah.
It.
Did they see you any different after that night, or did they just keep saying you was dad?
No, I'm still dad.
Yeah.
You know, they still know. They still know I play with Uncle Danny.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that.
They want to go to another one?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah?
They do.
Oh, they ask?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, hell yeah.
You have a show this weekend? You have a show this weekend?
That's awesome.
No, not for a while.
That's awesome.
No, they do.
Good. Maybe they could be our techs.
Hey, I need somebody. I need somebody.
They were carrying some of your equipment.
They
after.
were. I mean,
I was kind of like, what's going on
you
here?
got to give them the full experience.
I'm like, I need some kids.
Yeah.
You got so much shit in my car I need carried.
Give them the full band experience.
Yeah. So we played Starland, but rewind it back a little bit. We had a little bit of a change in Ender. Not a change, but, you know, Mark, he's running Veritage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of Veritage.
Very, very well, mind you. We were just there.
We literally, before we did this, we went there. He wasn't even there.
I mean,
when is he?
When is he ever?
Never.
But just to get in the place and to get out of the place was a battle.
Packed.
Good for him.
Packed.
I couldn't ask for anything better for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it was great to see, actually.
Absolutely. And what are you drinking from Veritage?
I am drinking the Veritage Premium Pale Lager.
That's good.
It is. I don't know how to promote this at all, but yeah, 5.1 APV.
You know what that means?
Alcohol per volume, I think. I don't fucking know.
Can Mark confirm
I
that?
spelled it. I just drink the shit. I just design the labels and drink the shit. That's all I do.
And I'm drinking a cranberry apple hard cider. And god damn, it's tasty.
Which is lovely, by the way.
So good. I mean, look how pink this shit is.
That's what she said. What?
That's good shit. That is what she said.
I mean, it's probably one of the.
I drank the whole crowler already. It's gone.
I've dabbled in obviously the seltzer game. It's
gone. Look at that.
It's very, very good seltzer.
I just drank 32 ounces of
For
it.
this-
I might be drunk. I don't know.
Hey-o.
I don't know.
For the seltzer drinkers, it's very, very good.
Really
and
good.
I'm not just saying that because I know the guy,
I mean, he's come out with the green tea seltzer, which
was
had.
awesome.
That was great.
That I love very, very much.
And then he had a sangria fruit.
That was good, too.
Sangria hard seltzer. So 3 hard seltzers. That's 3 10s in a row for me.
Like, he's not striking out.
No, never, never.
He knows what he's doing, and
Yeah.
I had no doubt in my mind that he would ever
Yeah.
this would ever be a flop.
Right.
Because it was good before it even started.
Yeah, when he's doing it in his garage.
Yeah.
You know? And
So-
he's like, here, try this beer.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a beer drinker. So
No, it's
his beer I actually like. He's the first beer I've ever had from a brewery, so that's probably why.
Mhm.
You know, I'm used to drinking Corona and Bud and all this bullshit that's processed and it just makes me feel bloated.
Oh yeah.
But when
This
I
is
drink Veritage, I drink Mark's beer, I don't feel that way. And
Way
that's
different.
Good.
way different.
Like, that goes also for Seven Tribesmen, where Casey works.
Ironically, yes.
It's
which
really
is
good. So
very, very good beer.
We got 2 guys in our band that's
Maybe-
really beer.
Maybe it's just craft beer in
Good.
general.
Maybe. Yeah. But if you're ever in Bloomfield, New Jersey, or around Bloomfield, check out Veritage Brewery. Seriously.
Yep.
He won't be there, but his beer will be there. And that's the most important part. So you also recently made the transition from playing tube amps to a Kemper.
Correct.
And I remember a couple years ago you tried it, freaked out, gave up, right? How has it been now? I see you love it. You're in it, and you're very comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
How has that transition been for you as a guitar player?
I mean, it's just very versatile. Like you could sit down for hours on if you play a Kemper, you could sit down for hours on the library.
Yeah.
And just go through all the profiles that people upload. And
That's crazy.
And you could it's amazing. Like you get lost.
Right.
And all the profiles that people put together. But yeah, years ago I wanted to make the move, and I did purchase one, and I just didn't. I don't know if it was fear or just not having the time to really sit down and learn the ins and outs of it, because like I wanted to be comfortable enough with it
Yeah.
to really put it into action. So I not being comfortable with it, I got rid of it and I got all my pedals back. I was like, I'm never going back. Up until the point
And
where,
you're back.
And I'm back. Up until the point where it was just like, you know what, I'm gonna give it another go.
Yeah.
And it just made, it makes practice easier. It makes coming here easier to jam. And
Yeah.
as far as like the real reason why I initially wanted to get it was the New York shows
Right.
that we had booked. I was like, I don't want to drag my head and my amp to New York. Like I need a smaller rig, and that's kind of like maybe pull the trigger on it. But moving forward, obviously, the goal is to get rid of all of my stomp pedals and just get the board and strictly use Kemper.
Yeah.
As my main rig, and then getting the in-ears obviously is something that
Oh yeah.
I have to look into, because that sound that doesn't come from behind you anymore is a killer.
Yeah, you're used to hearing it behind you.
Yeah.
And so now you're only
everything-
hearing it through the monitors. And,
Yeah, and that's
Right.
that's just not. It kind of takes away the joy of the show of
Right.
being up there. You're not feeling it behind you. Everything's coming from the floor, and you're not really there. So I need to hear it here.
I'm a little jealous of you because you're carrying less shit.
Well, yeah.
And I'm still carrying fucking 10 pieces of hardware. I'm just waiting for the day.
Give it another 10 years.
They'll
They'll come out with something.
No, they have the electric kits.
There
I'm
you
just
go.
waiting for them to be like, you know what? It's acceptable.
All right.
We won't judge you. And I know Fozzy does it. Their drummer plays it. But
They're playing cruises.
they're playing cruises and all this shit. I'm not, rolling the dingbats with an electric kit. But I'm waiting for the day where they say, you know what, drummers? Do not bring your acoustic kits. Bring your electric kits, please. And I will sound great every night.
What does it matter what
I
you're
won't
playing?
sweat.
What if it sounds great? It doesn't matter what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You could be playing out of a trash can if it sounds awesome.
Well, I would if I could.
Yeah, so.
But it's great that you transitioned from that because to me, on my end, it sounds great every time I play with you.
Yeah.
You're not worrying about your knobs being turned. They're always on point. And I'm really happy. I had to learn how to set it up for you.
Yes.
I don't even play 1% of guitar. And I ran through hours of YouTube videos to help you set this piece of machinery up. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I could help you with that. And Lance was a huge help, as always.
Of course.
We FaceTime him whenever we need help. But that kid just knows
One day
everything.
he's just gonna answer you with like, "Fuck you guys," like leave me alone.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Giving you all this information.
Protect your hearing at shows today by using Eargasm earplugs. Go to eargasm.com and use code LAVARCO for 10% off your order today. So another thing that we did while we haven't been on the podcast is we released a new song.
We did.
Back in the end of July, we released The Straw.
We did.
And man, that song took off, dude.
It took off in a different direction.
Yeah.
Where I thought it would go, which is in a bad direction. It was actually very, very, very well received in the mental health area.
For sure.
Which is obviously a big thing going on in this day and age. Everybody's so aware of their mental health and taking care of themselves and stuff like that. And whoever listened to this song and whoever gave some sort of feedback from the song, they all gravitated almost to the same thing. Which was this song is very, very intertwined with somebody going through something, emotional, and it always kind of like ended up being about mental health. I don't know if you feel the same.
I did actually. A lot of stuff that we've gone through personally.
Right.
I listened back to my own band songs, and I'm like, well, damn, my own music is relating to me right now. Which a lot of our songs do that for me. I talked about that before with Countless Memories. And other songs as well, but this one hit home pretty recently, so it's a good feeling when you write a song and it helps you get through a situation like I went through. Right. And you had a part in writing the lyrics with Joe. What was your inspiration to write those lyrics?
I thought we weren't getting personal into this episode, Daniel.
Well then. I guess the song will speak for itself.
Yes, you could.
You could translate it however you want.
It's very subjective. Obviously, it's going to play a different role in everybody's lives. They're going to listen to it and they're going to apply it how they want to apply it to what they're going through, and it's exactly the message that is sent. It's not subliminal. It's not anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. You take it how you want to take it, and I'm pretty sure you could apply it in any way that you can to your own life, and that's what people have done.
And it's a really fun song to play live.
It is. It's. You can't move a lot because I'm stuck to the pedal board. Right. But it's still fun to play, move around the neck and stuff.
I have a lot of fun playing that song on drums.
Yeah, that's fun.
And with these new songs, we kind of experimented with vocals a little bit. We never had clean singing. We have implemented maybe a little bit of clean singing. So I kind of had to teach myself how to be ambidextrous against singing and playing drums at the same time. And it's come pretty easily this time around, maybe because we're playing to a click. But how do you feel about the vocal direction that me and Joe kind of brought to the table with ENDER?
I mean, it's always something that we wanted to somewhat incorporate. I mean, over the years, when Ender kind of started, we were the very angry band, and singing was kind of just like, nope, we're not doing that. We're angry and we're gonna yell and scream at people.
Yeah.
As time went on, obviously, and everything kind of evolved, and we tried to be a little bit more versatile, and as we grew and matured, singing was kind of like one of the things I felt we were lacking. Not even this like harmony singing and very, very like catchiness per se, but just something to add a little bit more flair to the songs. And I think that's what it is. Like, I don't think the singing parts in our songs are like catchy vocal things. I think they're just additives that make the song better.
Like an added layer.
Yeah.
On top of
right.
it.
And I feel like a great band. All right.
My sink. It's possessed.
I thought the cat flushed the toilet or something. No thumbs. I think a great band that does it well, if you want to even call it singing, is Norma Jean.
Right.
Just his, he has a screaming, and then he kind of has like a yelling, and then he kind of has like just like a tone softer. I don't know if it's layered, but if it's layered, it's layered very well. And I think they do it. He does it super well. They do it super well. And I think that's something that we could kind of incorporate, and I think I think we're doing a good job at it so far.
It's fun, and I'll be honest. The first time, when me and Joe were in the studio, and he was like, "Can you do this part?" And I was like, "All right." I didn't plan for this or practice it.
Let's go.
And that was Innocence Lost, right? And not really singing, but kind of just, spoken word-ish kind of deal. But then we got to Here to Stay, and that was like, all right, Danny, I want you to sing over my screaming. And that was the first time. When I brought it to you guys, Casey thought it was Joe. He didn't believe it was me, but it was weird for me because I was like, I was kind of like conscious about it, right? Self-conscious. I was like, what are these guys going to think? Like, they're going to hate it. And it was very well received. A lot of people were like, dude, the chorus is great in that song. Ender has a little bit of singing now, which is cool. And we're not doing it in every song, but when it calls for it, the Straw called for it. And I think you specifically said, I want the chorus to be how Here to Stay was, where it's kind of sung over it.
Yep.
And you had a great vision for it, and it came together very well. And 2 million plays on TikTok later.
Yes, sir.
I can't believe that shit. That's crazy. I checked it today. It's at 2 million. Shout out to our boy, Charlie Hollywood on TikTok. Oof. The story is I posted prior to the song release, just asking around, like, hey, fellow musicians, like, what are some ways to promote your songs coming out instead of just, it's out and then that's it.
Yeah.
And Charlie responded. He was like, let's do a collab on TikTok. And I'm like, cool, man. Like, let's do it. I'll do whatever. I don't give a shit. And then before we got to that, I was at a Seosin show down in Asbury Park at Asbury Lanes, and he was there. And that's the first time we met in person, so we were chit-chatting. And then the song came out. He dropped the TikTok clip. That was and holy shit, it just took off, dude.
Talk about viral.
Viral.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that we've ever had a song go viral. We're a MySpace band. We aren't the greatest at technology, like TikTok videos. And
no,
it's new for us. We're trying to adapt. So that was a big deal for us. And the dance that he did was, it was great, man. It was great. And then you have all these people in Germany doing it and all these different countries. And I remember you told me before, like, we don't have to play shows. We could just do online stuff and it reaches more people. And this is just proof that that's correct. Because we would never play Germany.
Right.
but people in Germany, if you look at our Spotify numbers, there's a large amount of listeners in Germany and other countries.
Yes.
And it just goes back to what you were saying, that, you know, we're never going to play for these people in Germany. So doing the online things with content creators kind of is a different direction to go in. And Charlie was the man, dude. He just put that out there, and it just took off.
Yeah. I mean, it's the way the world kind of works right now, social media on all platforms.
Yeah.
If you're a band lucky enough to tour and go overseas,
I would love to.
I mean, so would I.
I would love to. I would do a cruise.
Good for you. If you're a band that you know that could do it, great. You know, but we unfortunately cannot. I know I've touched on this probably in an earlier episode that, you know, I could, if this band ended today, I could say that my music is around the world.
Right.
You know, regardless if I've been there or not.
And it will always be, because it's not going to go away.
Right. You know, there's people in Germany, there's people in China, there's people in wherever else. China. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the cats.
We won't go there. But yeah, that in itself is a success in my mind.
Oh, 100%.
Because when I was a teenager, when we were playing friggin', and you both, and yours truly, never in my wildest dreams.
Yeah.
That I think songs that I've written, songs that we've sat down and we've constructed, would ever be somewhere else. And like I said, if this band ended today, I could be like, hey, they're listening to me in Germany.
Right.
I'm good. But
no, I completely agree with you, man.
But that's what it is. That's the way to roll, I feel. Like, shows are one thing.
Yeah.
It's atmospheric. Obviously, you get a good rush. But
man, I still love playing shows, dude. There's nothing like it.
No, it's just you're feeling that feeling of, you know, playing the show. But like, as far as reaching an audience, reaching people, I feel like, you know, the social media world is where you gotta be. Just release music.
Right.
Just release music. Everybody will hear it.
Well, what are we doing with releasing music? What's next for us? What do we got?
I don't know. We got stuff in the bank. We got, I don't know, we're releasing an EP, aren't we?
Well, yeah, we're working on that.
Are we?
Well, we got these 3 songs. We got like 3 more to put on.
I'm doing whatever you want to do. I'm going to do. just put it in the group chat. No, I mean,
I think 2025 is going to be a good year for Ender. You know, like we talked amongst ourselves. We want to be more picky with the shows.
Right.
You know, we got a cool one so far in 2025 that, you know, it's not announced yet. But as far as like music is concerned, we got a new EP to put out with these 3 previously released singles to put out there. And then we're talking about the 15 years of This Is Revenge, dude.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it's been 15 years.
My God. Where did it go?
Like, holy shit. But I'm so excited to work on this.
I am.
Because I don't know about you, but when I put these songs come on Spotify, as 2 seconds it lasts, and I change that shit.
See, I'm different.
You listen to it? I can't, man. I can't.
As cringy as it may be,
I love the songs. It's just not the production. I do not love the production now.
No, the songs are good, and that's not me patting ourselves on the back.
They're great songs. Dude.
They're great songs. Yeah. It's just the production obviously wasn't top tier at the time.
Right.
And that's what makes them not so good. But yeah, I look forward to re-recording them.
I can't wait to hear what Kevin does.
Yeah, he's gonna kill it.
Kevin Kumetz is gonna kill these songs, dude. He's very excited to do this.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Very excited. I'm excited to put it out. We'll have it on vinyl. We'll have it on CD, fucking VHS, cassette,
those record
8-track,
players.
whatever the fuck you want to listen to it on. But this album means so much to me.
Yeah, man.
Without This Is Revenge, there's no Descolada, there's no Straw here. There's nothing that would be today without that album. Dude. Mm-hmm. Nothing.
No, I mean that's the pivotal point of Ender was that album. I just wish that, like you said, the production was better.
Yeah.
And it reached. I wish it reached more people. It reached a hell of a lot of people.
Well, I think with the re-release of it, it
Right.
definitely will.
Right. But
they're gonna see it like, oh, this album's great. They're not gonna see it as a re-release.
Right.
They're gonna see it as a new album.
It's still cool. It's still cool to see who posted the picture. They were at a store somewhere and they had Ender CD.
Corey from Face Yourself.
Yeah, that's still
Colorado.
awesome. That's still awesome to see.
He messaged me, dude, look what I found in the CD store, and this is Revenge. And then he went back a week later and bought it.
Yeah, I mean Colorado. I mean,
yeah,
that's still cool to see.
Yeah,
it's still in circulation somewhere.
Well, cool tour story. You know, whenever we would tour, and you know we had some time to kill, we go to a mall,
FYE,
a record store, and we'd look for our album.
Yeah.
And we'd find it most of the time.
Yeah, man.
Whatever CD store there was, Best Buy, FYE, wherever, we found it. Hot Topic.
It was Hot Topic.
Hot Topic has shirt.
Yeah.
And we probably should have bought them.
Yeah, they skew the data.
Yeah. But it's just so surreal that like you could say that I went to a CD store and my CD was there, because they're taking physical media out of stores now.
Mm-hmm.
They just took them out of Best Buy. It's a matter of time before Target follows suit and pulls their physical media. Yeah. You don't have a Tower Records anymore. You barely have FYE. But then again, the online community is craving physical media. They're craving vinyls. They're craving cassettes.
Yeah.
And they're collecting these things, no matter who you are. We released Descolada, a year ago on CD through Been There, Seen That Records, and they sold the majority of them.
Which is astounding.
From people that we don't even know.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like I don't know, I feel like these big stores are taking physical media out, but the fans want physical media. So like, where is the common ground? Is it the bands just take it upon themselves and just sell it on their own?
Maybe.
But it's sad to say. I would go to Best Buy just to look through the CDs.
I mean, that's what it was. I used to go to the record store and just buy a CD just to how it looked.
What's the band that you bought? Was it Machine Head?
Definitely wasn't Machine Head.
Not Machine Head?
Not Machine Head.
There was a bunch. I remember one band specifically. You went to Music Connection and you're like, dude, this artwork looks sick. And you bought it.
I don't remember what it was, though. I don't remember.
Was it Sepultura? Sepultura?
It may have been Sepultura.
Sepultura. What the fuck is Sepultura?
It may have been. It may have been Sepultura, but like that a lot of my CD store visits was that, just like circling through and like, oh, this album looks good, and that's how I found a lot of bands. Yeah. I was actually buying something else at a Hot Topic. I don't know what I was buying. I was buying a CD, and actually the girl who was checking me out,
checking you out, bro.
No, definitely.
Whoa. Hey, yo, Hot Topic girl.
That wasn't happening. Who was cashing me out, or was
cashing you outside, bro?
It was ringing me up, whatever you want to call it. She was like, "Hey, did you know Impending Doom just came out with a CD?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is Impending?
Damn.
Who the hell is Impending Doom?"
Well, we need to find that girl and thank her.
And
absolutely,
I'm like, yeah, and they had him at the front desk. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, just ring it up. And that was the best thing that ever happened.
Oh yeah,
the best thing that ever happened. So
I love that band.
Yeah.
Did you hear the new live?
I did.
Fucking awesome.
I did. I don't know if I was on Instagram or something. I got an alert. I was like, Impending Doom releases new music. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Whenever they do, whenever It Dies Today does,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck, put it on, dude.
Yeah. So it was cool.
Because it's never bad. Never bad.
No. You can't touch them.
No, man.
You can't touch them.
But another band we loved, which back in the day, was As I Lay Dying. And, yeah, you know about the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that fucking sucks. Did you listen to the new album?
I did listen to the new album.
Fucking great, dude.
So it's funny because, like, I had no idea. I mean, I don't follow these bands, like, closely.
Yeah.
I had no idea Ken
from Unearth,
was
right?
playing with them until recently. I was like, that's freaking Ken.
That's crazy.
And I was kind of like, okay, like maybe I should like restart listening to these guys. And you know, they're a fun band. Their dynamic has not changed.
Unearth?
No.
As
I dying. Their dynamic doesn't really change. Like there's the song structures are kind of repetitive. But they're a fun band to listen to.
Oh yeah,
I love listening to them.
But their current lineup, well, that all quit. It was like a super group, dude.
Oh yeah.
It was Ken from Unearth. You had Ryan from Miss May I on bass and vocals, and then I don't know who the drummer was, but the other guitar player is also in Seosin. So
they're still around.
Seosin?
Yeah.
Bro, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. I love that band. But I don't know what they're doing now. They're booked on festivals and stuff, so
that's what we got to do.
I'll do it. I'll do As I Lay Dying.
We got to get out on a festival.
Dude, I would absolutely love.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Hell yeah, dude. And then you have Oceano calling it quits, which fucking sucks. Thank you, Culture Cancer. Culture Cancer.
Yep, there it is.
Culture Cancer, my new hardcore band.
I like it. Yeah, I mean,
cancel culture. That sucks, dude.
I just saw so much shit going on my feed, my Facebook feed. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I saw Adam. He left. I was just like, what?
No, the band is done, unfortunately. And shout out to Oceano. Like, we had a good relationship with Adam and Oceano throughout the years. You know, when they ever come to Jersey, we played like 1 or 2 shows with them, I think.
Yeah.
Always so nice to us.
Adam was great.
No matter who was in the band, they hung out with us. We'd play Frisbee with them in the parking lot. Just a great band. Great guys. Adam's a great dude. Gamer nerd like us.
Hey.
I fucking love Adam, dude.
Yeah, man.
Whatever band he does, if he does another band, it's going to be good. Just because he's in it.
Well, what's the drummer's name?
From Oceano?
Yeah.
Well, Danny Turkin was the old drummer, and then now he's in the band with the Monsters
He's
guys.
been Frankie from Monster.
Called Cold Below.
Yeah, man.
That's and they're great.
Yeah.
If you need another band to listen to, check out Cold Below. They will not disappoint you. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to put out new music. It's been too long. I want to put music out more, honestly.
I mean, we got, like I said, we have songs in the bank, but like I'm itching to write.
Right.
Sit down and write. Even like me and Casey be in the same room, as crazy as that sounds.
Listen, you guys have been pretty close lately. Whenever you guys are together.
Yeah, little buddy.
But what was up with those glasses he was wearing at the fucking Starland show?
He looked like Leon the Professional.
And then you go and put me on a fucking Spirit Halloween costume bag.
That had to be done. that had to be.
I'm gonna show the graphic like right here, right there. It's gonna be. MySpace deathcore drummer.
You cannot give me material like that as a Photoshopist.
Photoshopist.
A Photoshopist, and you can't give me material like that because I will make something out of it.
That's funny, man. I don't know if anybody knows this, but we have new merch available. That's kind of old down to us, but we got windbreakers, windstoppers.
Say it right.
We got sweaters, we got t-shirts, fucking dad hats, whatever the fuck. Hit it up at endermetalnj.com. Every time you buy something off that website, you keep Casey busy. He will ship it to you, and he'll ask me how to do this, how to do that. But and endermetalnj.com. Buy a shirt. It helps us. It supports the podcast. It supports the band in any way it can. We're putting 2 fucking records out next year, so we need help putting them out.
Send help.
Send help.
King Kong.
What else has been going on with you? You've been watching any movies? Have you watched Terrifier 3?
I watched Terrifier 3, yes.
It was really good.
It was very good. As far as movies go, there was a movie that kind of intrigued me. It's called Substance.
Oh, it was so good, dude.
With Demi Moore.
So good.
And
I was not expecting full frontal and backle nude.
I don't actually know if that's what she looks like.
I accepted it.
I mean, I accepted it, but like I don't know.
I wasn't knowing what to expect going into it.
If that's what she looks like nude from the front,
good for her.
Good for her.
She's in her 60s.
She is, and like I said, it's Demi Moore, and knowing the roles Demi Moore has played in the past,
she's iconic, dude.
Like I was like, how is she gonna pull off this type of movie?
She did,
and she did. Now, with that being said, everything kind of fell off the rails for me towards the end.
Dude, I was cracking up, man.
See, no, like
I was dude, when she pulled a chicken wing, I stood up out of my seat and I was like, chicken wing, and everybody was cracking up.
That
dude.
was okay.
I was dying.
But
when she turned into a Resident Evil tyrant at the end,
that's where
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's where I was kind of like, why? You could have ended this movie on such a better note, but now you have this goblin of a creature.
I think it was great, dude. It took it to a comical level.
Because I didn't see it coming.
No, nobody did.
I didn't see that coming.
Nobody fucking did.
I mean, I guess that's what makes it good, but
if you have a fear of people chewing, that movie is not for you.
Or don't eat around us.
Or don't eat around us, because we're fucking enjoying our food, man. If you happen to like to enjoy your food, eat around us.
No, it was a good movie.
It was great. Are you excited for Gladiator?
To be honest, I didn't even know Gladiator was coming out.
Gladiator 2 with Denzel.
I didn't know that.
Pedro Pascal.
All I know, they're making a Terrifier 4.
Well, of course they are.
Got to. He escaped.
Yeah. Dude, what a great movie. Like, to know, like, the origins of the movie.
Right.
And how, like, low budget it was.
See.
To it being the biggest movie of 2024 is mind-blowing to me.
I feel kind of upset as a horror fan, not knowing that Art the Clown was in existence before the Terrifier movie.
All Hallows Eve, different actor.
And I know, but I had no idea. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
I'm fucking all out.
Have a beer. It's pretty good.
All out. I'm drunk, probably.
Yo.
Oh, Paisan. 32 out.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. Terrifier 3. I look forward to Terrifier 4, obviously.
I'll tell you what movie fucking sucked. The Trap.
I didn't even see it.
It was an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and that was fucking god-awful.
He's kind of like hit or miss.
Well, his daughter did The Watchers, which was really
I saw
cool.
that. That was good.
That was a really cool movie.
Yeah. I watch all these movies at work, by the way.
Of course you do. Yeah. Well, when he's an off-time from being a paper garbage throwing champion, by the way, he has a title for that, which is
that's mini hoop madness. We stopped playing that game because everybody cheats. So now
that's why you stopped, not because you have to work.
No, now we play paper football.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess there's another title for that.
No, we're not going to get a title.
So when you're not on vacation, you're at work playing.
I'm playing games and watching movies.
When I'm at work, I'm actually doing work.
You got to get another job then.
Well, I got to go work with you.
Yes, you do.
So aside from playing some shows, well, we're playing a couple shows in 2025, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah, only a couple.
I hope so.
And then releasing 2 records sounds pretty busy.
Yeah. And
you, on top of that, you want to start writing new.
Yeah,
songs.
new. This is going to be a dark time.
Let's go. I'm ready for it.
Ender. As it wasn't, if it wasn't dark before, it was angry before. But we're gonna enter the dark.
Well, I'm excited for the next batch of new songs because every time we write a batch of new songs, it sounds different.
Mm-hmm.
You got This Is Revenge, you have Descolada,
yeah.
You got these songs that we just put out that's on an EP. They're all different.
I agree.
And
we're gonna enter a different emotion.
We are going to enter a different emotion.
Yep.
And with that being said, it's been awesome to be back on the podcast.
Wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
I got ducked today.
What?
I got ducked.
The fuck does that mean, dude?
You don't know what ducked means?
Dude,
you don't drive? Okay. So,
I don't drive?
Well, you drive. It's a Jeep thing. So anybody that drives a Jeep knows about being ducked. So it's a Jeep community, Jeep Wrangler specific. You know how if you drive a Jeep Wrangler, you have the Jeep Wave. If you see another Jeep, you have to wave. So now there's this thing with ducks, little rubber ducks.
I don't know where this is going.
I'm just telling you, I got ducked today. So if you see a Jeep that you like, you put a duck on the person's Jeep. So when they come out, the duck is there, and you put it in your dashboard. So I got ducked twice today. I got ducked last week, and I got ducked twice today.
I can't even get a text back.
Hey,
You're getting ducked.
I don't duck a lot of people.
When you do duck, you get ducked twice.
I got ducked twice today.
So what do you do with these ducks?
You put them on your dashboard.
How many ducks you got?
I got 3.
Cool.
That's right. I got 3 ducks. I'm very picky about who I duck. I don't just go out and duck anybody, you know?
Dude.
I'm just not handing out ducks.
I can't, bro.
Well, I'm just telling you how my day was. I got
So
ducked.
that means that means you had a good day.
I got ducked.
Anytime you get ducked, it's a great
If you're
day.
a Jeep Wrangler driver and you get ducked, it's a good day.
Where do you get these ducks?
You get 'em, Amazon has them. If you go to an arcade and they have that
So you're going to an arcade and you're like,
dude,
dude, I gotta stock up on ducks. If I see a nice Jeep, I gotta duck this dude or girl.
Exactly.
You gotta duck them down.
Exactly.
Fuck,
It's a
dude.
Jeep thing.
Sure, man.
I'm telling you. On that note, you could end the show.
On that note, I am a little drunk. We can definitely end it. It was cool to be back here. Like I said, it's been a while. I'm gonna get back into the rotation of things.
Mm-hmm.
Holidays are coming up.
Ho, ho, ho.
Busy season. So yeah, thanks for sticking around on the Ender podcast.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you next time, whenever that is. And this is Sal.
That's me.
That's him. I'm Danny. Follow us. Check out our songs. Buy our merch. Get ducked.
Get ducked. Keep listening. That's all.
I feel sorry. You will